Freedom, I never had the chance to run. Leave behind the said and done. Figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can't ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond a shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe. And I guess I could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow of doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground so we can fly again, so we can fly again. I've been trying hard not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. And you can lift me off the ground so we can fly again, so we can fly again.
speed of light do decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature.
your feet. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Come on, get loose with the heat. Right now, leave the body till we black out. So get the fuck up.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Simplay Motorsport, here for what will be the only stream this week. No GT3s this week, meaning that the touring cars and F1 will be our only action. GT3s pushed back a week due to lack of drivers in Pro-Am, not able to attend on Wednesday night. Both series have been moved back a week, but we're here at sunny, partly sunny, partly cloudy Thruxton/Silverstone Classic for what should be an absolutely enthralling night. Only 15 drivers out there tonight. No Welshie or Lucas Roth as they are away. But we do have that Bozzy Boy in as a reserve/filler. And I'm Mathew Duffin, joined in the commentary box, as always, by my partner in crime on a Tuesday night, Mr. Jamie Brasier. How the devil are we?
I'm very well, thank you, Matthew. How are you?
Very good after the bit of news we've just heard. Absolutely ecstatic. But we're here, Silverstone Classic. We've seen before in previous leagues. We've had some big nights and some big sessions. Craigie kicked there. Why was Craigie kicked? Not sure what that's about.
So hopefully you can join back.
Yeah, if not, we'll have to reboot the session because Craigie is typing in the Discord at the minute. So just bear with us. But either way, Jamie, we're here for an absolute cracking night.
Yeah, we are. It's an absolute cracking night. It's very much like Thruxton, very fast pace. So the slipstream is going to be very crucial tonight. Very crucial indeed. It's all going to be about the slipstream and all about the time that goes by in terms of qualifying and other things as well. The top four in the championship, which we'll run through in just a moment. We're just going to make sure that we can get Craig E in, otherwise we will have to resend the invites. Right, we are just going to pop to a quick break. Craig E doesn't have an invite, so we are just going to pop for a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with the hopefully sorted session.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate. All in when I show up. Whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate.
Broken dreams in my pocket. Golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, cause you carved it. You carved it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Me under the street like I am, so I could show you. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you're glowing. Me under the mezzanine, just so that I could show you. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. Golden.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. All in when I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
on the car.
Everybody in the session. Obviously, no Bryn at the moment, no DJ Phil at the moment, and we are missing Walshy and Keegs, but they are away, so Lee, that positive boy, is filling in. We have got a 10-minute qualifying in which the top 4 drivers in the championship standings will have to run 100 litres of fuel, as Fury has hit the wall there. Gary just having to restart his PlayStation. He's just texted me. So we're able to get Gary back in. Cobb leads the way in the championship. 2 points. Oh, look at that. Mazda got a one-place grid penalty already as Mazda. Let's go to Cobb a second.
Yeah, Cobb's got his 100 litres in.
Cobb with his 100 litres of fuel. He leads the championship from Fury, 2 points behind. We'll just double check if he's got his 100 litres in. Yes, he has. Unorthodox is 4 points off the championship lead. He's got his 100 litres in. And then it's WRSCJ, who's 9 points off the championship lead. He also has his 100 litres of fuel in. Smoky Devil is in 5th place, 13 points off that championship lead. He's the first of the runners that can run low fuel around this track. John Boy is in 6th place, 16 points behind the championship lead. Then it's Gary, 131, who we hope to get back in the session in a moment. From Craig E. Excuse me. Welchie then in P10, but he's not here tonight, so he'll drop down. Mazda P11, who's got a grid penalty. DJ Filler no-show at the moment. He's P12 with Monkey Boy tied with him on 18 points. Bryn down in 14th. He's a no-show at the moment as well. Lucas Roth not here tonight. He's away. And then Plav at 16th. That Buzzy Boy will be in as a filler for tonight. As Monkey Boy gets the chicane horribly wrong there, Jamie.
Yeah, he does. Don't want to get that chicane wrong in the race, because that'll be major damage.
It will indeed. Silverstone Classic though, Jamie, before we came on air, before we managed to get going with this one, a very tricky track to get right here. And what have these drivers got in store tonight? What have they got to face?
It's a very tricky track indeed. I think it's quite a stop-start track. This corner is you slow down quite a lot, and then straight back on the power. And with the slipstream, it's so vital to get speed behind another car. So you see Jay there is behind M12 just to get his slipstream to try and minimise the damage of the 100 litres. But yeah, it's a very difficult track to get right, because through this corner as well, you can carry too much speed, go on the grass, and then the following corner run wide. So a lot of the corners you can quite easily run wide.
You can indeed. So 12 people in. We are just waiting for Gary 131 to join back. And then when he does, we'll have a 13-car grid for everybody tonight. Even into Lucas Roth, PM Motorsport, Mystic Energy, Peaceful Stepdad and Fury's Grandad in the chat. Nice to see some familiar faces here. And what will be my last commentary before flying out? And I just want to say, while we're in qualifying now, a big thank you to you guys in the chat. And a big thank you to everybody here at Simplay Motorsport for giving me what I can only describe as a life-changing opportunity for myself, as I head to Switzerland at the weekend to start a professional career in commentating, not just here at Simplay, but a professional career. As when Plava gets that last bend horribly wrong, and Jay didn't look too good neither.
No, Jay didn't look too good either. So gets it right. He goes on to pole position just to get it right through there. Here comes Liam. He goes 7th. Who have we got next coming across the line? There's a car in French, might be Monkey Boy, but he is on an outlap, so I think that's Fury coming across the line. He's into 5th place. Who have we got next? Is it going to be Craig next? Yep, it'll be Craig to cross the line next.
Onto the line and only goes P7 at the moment. Mazda was the next car on a lap, and can Mazda improve any as he comes around the final part of the track? 3 BMWs obviously waiting for Gary's third one. Gary's got to get in rather sharpish here as well if he is to make the start of this first race. And at the moment for Mazda, gets a little wiggly through the first part of the chicane, but is this going to be a good time? Needs to be. Needs to put him up there. It's only 8th, only good enough for 8th. Jamie, the 100 litres of fuel, we've got it on 3 Megans tonight, but this man in the Astra, how big a struggle is this going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be a massive struggle for an off-dub. Say the Astra isn't that quick. It's probably the slowest out of all 4 in the touring, because we know an off-dub is very handy in whatever car he's in, but sure, that 100 litres is not going to help him whatsoever as Nick Mavilla goes on to pole position. Who's coming across the line next? Jay has gone up to 6th.
Yeah, you want to see someone on a flying lap at the minute. Look at Fury, gone through the middle sector, and he's purple in that middle sector. We are waiting for Mazda to come through here at purple sector 1, but Fury at the minute with his 100 litres comes to the line, and no improvement on his lap time.
Yeah, who's next? I think it's Craig next. Craig and Mazda are at a bit of a disadvantage here because they've got no one to slipstream off. I think
Mazda is purple sector 1 though, according to the timing screen on my phone here. What will Craig do as he comes to the line though? He improves 4 tenths, keeps him down in 9th. Oh, Mazda's not going to be purple anymore.
No, he's not going to improve anymore. Yeah, so Mazda and Craig, they're improving time, but say they're just not able to find that little bit extra. Say John Boy with, I think he's, no, he's not on 100 litres. He's on low fuel, so he's on pole by 5/500ths of a second. But Smokey in second is right behind him. But John Boy
getting a lovely little toe with Smoky Devil there as well.
Yeah, John Boy has got a distant toe from Jay in front. He might be that far behind it doesn't work in a minute.
Well, I can tell you now, Nick the Villa's just gone purple sector 2. Cobby's purple in sector 1 at the moment. Smoky Devil has just gone purple sector 2. Here comes Nick the Villa to the line, though. Is this going to be an improvement on his time? No, must have lost it in the last sector. Let's go back to Smoky Devil, as Dan was very wide at the final corner. That's going to compromise his run. Has Smoky just messed up the chicane there because he was up on his time and doesn't improve at all. Cobb to the line, goes P4. Dan and Jay in the pits with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, got Fury and Monkey Boy here. Gary hasn't managed to make his way back.
No, he's just said that his pedals are working, wheel isn't. He hopes to get back in for race 2.
Monkey Boy does improve on time, but not on position.
Look at them BMWs, 11th and 12th for the minute, and Master has a grid penalty. That is Anplava or John Boy wide at turn 1 as Bossy Boy going up the inside. Here comes Craigie on a personal best lap, it says on my phone timing screen, and does improve by a couple of tenths. Goes up to P8. John Boy into the pits, as is Jay. And Mazda green through sector 1, as is Nick the Villa and Smoky Devil. Where then is Mazda on track? Just coming through sector 2 and goes green once again. So on a better lap time here yet again is Mazda. He's starting to come into a rhythm maybe in this BMW. 6 litres of fuel in the car. Straight over the curb there at the first part and the second part. Any improvement as he gets to the line? There is an improvement. 6 tenths, but keeps him 11th at the minute, Jamie. Really struggling for pace out there with these BMWs.
Yeah, he is. Nick the Villa's now out on his own, so he's not got the luxury of a slipstream as he's probably, I think he made mistakes. He's 5 seconds down the top 3, all covered by less than 2 tenths of a second. There's a bit of a bigger gap, or as he goes really wide, that's going to compromise his next run.
Just looking, I was going to say, just looking back, there was a gaggle of cars. That is Dan keeping out the way. I think that's Enplava in the slipstream of that Bozzy Boy. I do think so. No? Yeah, it is. Enplava then. Here comes Bozzy Boy. Better middle sector, slow first sector, no improvement for him. And Plava to the line, he doesn't improve either. We know Dan behind has just started a lap. And look who Dan's in the slipstream of, Fury. He comes to the line, he was P7. And now can he get onto, can Dan use that slipstream of Fury and get a better lap in? There's drivers out there that do not have the toe at all. And this might be why Monkey Boy is 3.9 down. It might be why Master is so far down as well. But what can this man do in that Bozzy Boy slipstream?
Yeah, he's not had the best of starts to his touring car life. So he's going to be wanting to get some decent points on the board to hold himself up that leaderboard. At the minute, Smokey, Cobb and Jay are not going to come back out.
No, they're not. They are done then for this session at the moment, so they will not improve on their time at this minute.
Emplava's just run it a bit wide there. I think Nick the Villa is the first person to come across the line. He'll get another lap in. Emplava's actually managed to pass.
Yeah, I think Liam was a bit slow out of one of the corners, so managed to get that job done.
Or is this or is he trying to be tactical? Monkey Boy is now in the pits and is finished. Is he trying to be tactical and get the slipstream? He's a bit close and Emplava just lets him through.
Potentially so. We'll have to wait and see what happens here, as they've got all this time to make sure they can get ahead and do what they need to do in this race at the minute.
Fury just went up to 5th place there.
Yeah, good lap for Fury.
There's a car that is just coming towards the line, which is... Who is that?
I think it's Mazda has just got to the line. If so, no, he's into the pits. So John Boy will be the next one to finish. Bozzy Dan get another lap. So let's go to John Boy then. Currently on a lap that's not really going to improve his times. And he locks up into the final step, into the final chicane there. Just reading the comments there for Peaceful Stepdad. And John Boy doesn't improve on his current pole position at the minute. Nick the Villa will be the next man on his own, 2 set a time. Smoky Devil is in the pits. Nick the Villa isn't. Fury, Dan and Craig, I believe, are out on track. It might be Craig that was finished.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, it was. It was Craig will quickly cut back to Nick the Villa. He comes down towards the final chicane.
Yeah, not on a personal best lap this lap neither. White sectors on the board for Nick the Villa. He gets that chicane horribly wrong at the opening part and very slidey through the final bit. That's going to lose him even more time. So that is him done. He can't improve there. So the next man we go to, who is just in front of Dan, it's Fury. Fury up in sector 1, but no improvement sector 2. And as you just saw there, 3/10 down. Needs to nail this final chicane. Dan, not on a good lap at all here. In fact, he's not even registering Dan's lap times, actually, so he's not going to tell us what Dan's doing. So we'll have to go on board him. Fury didn't improve. What can Dan do as he gets to the line? You'll have to wait and see. But it's John Boy, though, who is going to take pole position. Jamie, read us through the grid as John Boy gets his first pole of the season.
Yeah, so as Matt says, it's John Boy on pole position. Smoky Devil second on the grid. Nick Clavilla third. Cobb fourth. Fury in fifth place. And Unorthodox down in sixth. Jay seventh. Craig E in 8th, and Plav in 9th. Better qualifying for him. That Bozzy won his touring car debut in 10th, Mazda in 11th, and Monkey Boy 12th. But Mazda will go to 12th anyway due to his grid penalty. But it's the 2 BMWs at the back. Yeah, the 2 BMWs at the back. So watch for them on what is a staggered start line in this one tonight. It looks like it could be an interesting one if them BMWs can get off the line. Yeah, I think Mazda's kind of done that tactically. If you see where Mazda is actually parked, he's got an opening just to the right of him.
Yeah, towards the inside, hasn't he?
Yeah, so if he gets a decent start and the 2 cars in front don't, he could fly past them very quickly because it's not like a normal grid where he'd be a long way back. He's not that far back from John Boy already. He's
not. When we look at the 4 cars with the 100 litres, you look at them, Cobb, Fury, Dan and WSRCJ. There's Cobb with his 100 litres. There's Fury. There's Dan and Jay with his 100 litres as well. So all 100 litres. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th for them. And you can kind of see them all in that mid-pack battle. Look, the blue and yellow McGann to the left-hand side of the screen. Then you've got Dan Zastra just diagonally behind that with Jay's McGann diagonally behind him. And then just diagonally in front of Jay to the right is Fury's monster-liveried McGann. So them 4 kind of sat in the middle of the pack here. Cobb has a good run on Smokey, but you got a feeling that heavier car around here could just start to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, they could. But I've just noticing as well, from Cobb down to Jay, they're actually in championship order.
Cobb, Fury, Dan, Jay. Yes, they are. No, well, good spot. Here we go then, Jamie. We're syncing up here. We look like we're going to get ready to go racing in this first race. As the lights come on, we wait for the green. It's green now and it's go. And Mazda gets an absolute blinding start and look up the inside as we said Mazda would go. He has done. And there's no answer from Cobb, who didn't get off the line well at all. John Boy and Smoky Devil pretty even as they come to turn 1. Dan gets an absolute blinding start. Tries to go up the inside of John Boy, over the inside of the McGann. That wasn't done. And that's pushed John Boy well out wide. Dan now up into 2nd place. Mazda only got as high as 8th after that great launch. The rest of it wasn't so good. Smoky from Dan, from Nick Lavilla, from that Bozzy boy who's had a right good launch at the start of this race. He's up to 4th. That's John Boy off, and that's Bozzy off as well. Can he keep it from sliding on? He does, but in dramatic fashion, Bozzy. Great start and dropping down the order.
Yeah, Dan's lost the place to Nick Lavilla as well. So Nick Lavilla on less fuel than him. Mazda's, I think, might have damage because it's pulling.
Yeah, he's dropping back a little bit there. This is where, in testing, Jamie, this is where that BMW on the straights looks the best. Through the corners, the BMW looks an absolute handful. As Smoky Devil is so far wide there. He's on the new Silverstone layout of this track. As Nick the Villa then going up the inside of him. And Dan and Cobb just sitting patiently waiting. But that 100 litres just looks like it is slowing them down. Dan is so wide, as is Smoky Devil. Dan's on the grass. Smoky Devil managing to keep it side by side with Nick the Villa here. On board Cobb at the moment. There is Smoky back up the inside.
Yeah, and Plava had a spin coming through that corner as they come to the chicane. Who's going to be the bravest?
Look at this, Nick the Villa, Cobb, sorry, up the inside with Smoky, and oh, that's Craig E round, and Cobb and Nick the Villa touch at the chicane, and they've got to spin it round and wait for the track to clear, and they drop down to 10th and 11th place. Oh, and they make contact again, Jamie.
Yeah, they did. Fury didn't have a very good launch at all, but he's already up to second. He's attacking Smoky Devil. Smoky Devil, off the line, has gone wide, been battling with Cobb and everyone, and he's still managed to keep it in first. So a good job from Smoky Devil.
It just looks like he's got enough on the straights with the lighter car to pull away. As you look at Fury and Dre dive bombing into that second corner, and Jay gets a better launch through the corner than Smoky Devil, but this look should be where Smoky Devil can pull away. The lighter car should be able to scramble away. There's Craigie in the background with Dan, Jay and Fury nearly 3 abreast. I think they're 3 abreast. The 3 McGanns are 3 abreast. Dan just sitting here watching and waiting. Fury to the outside, Smoky in the middle, and Jay to the inside, and Fury goes right around the outside of all 3 of them. Doesn't make the corner. Smoky taps him wide and taps him off. And has Fury kept it going? He has. And just manages to return on track just in front of Craigie. That was a close call.
Yeah, Smoky.
Oh! Makes contact with Dan. Dan, Smoky wide. Dan gets a horrible run through there. And Craigie's now up in the top 3.
Craig's now up to second. I think Fury actually straightened Dan up.
Oh, there we go then. So it might not be bad that Fury might have just had a slight unsafe rejoin. Fury and Dan battling, but Jay out front in the lead at the moment from Craigie. And look at how brave Fury was on the brakes coming into the chicane. Maybe a bit too brave, as that has really compromised his run. And Dan gets back up into P3. Look at this though in the background. John Boy and that Bozzy Boy are all coming on the back of this battle of Smoky Devil. And who is that? Who is that?
That's Nick the Villa and Monkey Boy.
Huge incident, huge damage for Nick the Villa and Monkey Boy there. That is catastrophic in this race. No pit stops, let's not forget, but that could be huge damage for both them cars. That's promoted Emplava to 10th. We didn't quite see what happened, but huge damage for Nick the Villa. Fury looking someone up the inside of Dan. They've both got back ahead of Craig East. Not sure what happened to Craig there. Ricardo Lauder in the chat going crazy. It absolutely is. Evening to Mother Davis and Bethany and Smithy as well. But looking on the back of Craigie, Smoky Devil, John Boy, and that Bozzy Boy and Mazda not too far in the background to try and get on the back of them. There's Cobb trying to recover on board John Boy now. You see Dan looking up the inside maybe of Fury, and he can't get the job done. Tuck's back in the background as on board John Boy getting close to the bumper of Smoky Devil, and on the grass a few of them just running wide.
Yeah, Liam's on the back of them as well. He's 8/10 back.
You'll see the slipstream tonight is going to be so effective around this circuit, so you'll want to be in it. And you look at Liam, like you said, just on the back of John Boy by 7/10 of a second. And who's coming along with him? Mazda's not far off the back, Cobb's not far off the back, and Plava's not far off the back. Smoky looking to the outside of Craig. Here comes John Boy on a huge run. They're about to be 3 abreast. Can we pan out to the other camera? We can indeed. And Smoky Devil around the outside, just giving Craig enough room. Dan's made a mistake, and Craig and Smoky round, and in the wall they go. And that could be huge damage for the pair of them. And there goes Mazda and Cobb. Cobb's right on the back of Mazda. And that is Emplava gaining another 2 places. Yes, Cobb here. Mazda struggling, Jamie.
I think Jay's made a mistake as well, because Fury's got through.
Fury's in the lead of this race. John Boy on the back of these. Liam really trying to keep up to the back of these as well. You look at the lap times. Bozzy Boy's laps matching these at the front, so clearly working wonders in that Astra. Hard on the brakes. Nick the Villa has had to pit for damage, so that could really hurt his race, but he'll be able to qualify. 12 drivers started, which means top 6 cannot qualify for race 2. But once again, it's the top 3 in the championship who are pulling away, and Cobb can't do anything about it. He's on the back of Mazda, who looks like he was trying to go side by side with Mazda there. Can that BMW, lighter BMW, outdrag Cobb? I don't think it can, because Cobb is coming using that side draft and up the inside, and Mazda's going to have to yield that place.
Yeah, he has. Mazda saying McGann's got better strength. Can he get the position? No, he cannot. I think Liam's just dropped off and back a bit of...
I think he's lost that slipstream, Jamie. I think that's the problem, is he's lost the slipstream, and that's cost him...
Wide.
That's cost Liam a chance here. Look at Mazda's lap times compared to the front runners. A second slower than even Liam on the last lap. So struggling is Mazda at the minute. And Plov looks like he's going to get the run on Mazda. Up to the outside of the chicane. And I think that is going to be that for Mazda. Can he hold it on the brakes? Just brakes a bit later than Amplava. And Amplava will probably yield that one. He runs a bit deep. And for those who's racing this and GT3s, Jamie, they need to get used to Silverstone Classics. It's on the GT3 calendar as Cobb's made a mistake there.
Yeah, Liam... Oh, sorry, Amplava has got through on Mazda as Mazda ran a bit wide at the final corner. So Amplava now gets up to 7th place. So, I think that's Craig going a bit slowly. Or who's that? Is that Nick Lavilla? Yeah, it's Nick Lavilla.
Yeah, he's out the pits. He's came out the pits there. So that'll be Nick Lavilla a lap down. Just in front of that Bozzy boy. Now, for Liam, that's not the worst thing in the world here. Use Nick Lavilla's slipstream maybe to get on the pack of this front four.
As well, he's got Cobb, Amplava and Mazda all joining.
Yeah.
So again, it's not the worst thing having someone catch you around this track.
No, it's not.
If they get in front, just start slipstreaming each other all the way down the track. I think Dan's got through on Jay as well. As Fury's run really wide. This is Jay's chance and he's taken it. And John Boy's got through on Dan as well. And he goes for Fury as well. Oh, John Boy got sideways and Dan got sideways as well, but they both hold it. Smoky Devil into the pit lane. So
Smoky Devil, his damage clearly too bad for him. Ricardo Lauder saying in the chat that the last chicane is a very tricky corner. No wonder they're struggling there. And Mystic Energy, go Fury. Keep it going, brother. You've got this, he's saying.
Cobb's got in front of that Aussie boy as well, so Amplava is going to be wanting to get past lane next. So we could get back to the front. Jay had a...
Jay's had a slow run out of the chicane, hasn't he? And Fury flicks back into the lead. Where's Dan? Why's Dan dropped down to P7? Dan's had a moment. Yeah, Dan's had a moment out the final chicane, and has dropped down to P7. And what has happened to Cobb, Mazda, Craig? Because they was on the back of Bozzy Boy and aren't now. In fact, Cobb's up to 4th. What's happened to Mazda? Mazda's dropped to 9th.
Yeah, he's behind Craig as well, who had that incident earlier on with, I don't remember who that was with now, Smoky Devil, I think.
Yeah, Smoky Devil. So Mazda struggling here tonight, but look at Jay and Fury, the two leaders on their own, need to use each other. Oh, bit of weaving there. Yeah. That's not what you want to see.
No, but Fury's still going to go for it. Fury later on the brakes, and Jay cut it back up the inside. He's looking, and I think he's there.
He is there. He's side by side with him as that is Nick Lavilla very wide in the background. But that Bozzy boy currently running in a P5 at the minute, but just behind Cobb. How many laps are in the race, says Mystic Energy? It's a 20-minute timed race. There is 11 minutes left of the race. And Jay and Fury side by side. These two currently sit 2nd and 4th in the championship. Jay just on the curb and has a bit of a slide. That's going to have just compromised his run. And Fury can tuck back in front. But there's 10 minutes 46 left of this race. And for these two, 100 litres of fuel, no problem. Amplava now on the back of that Bozzy boy. This for 5th and 6th. Nice to see Amplava have such a good showing.
Yeah, it is. Into the final corner. Jay has lost a lot of time through there. He's lost 2 seconds and he's got John Boy on the back of him. And Nick the Bidder unbacked himself, so it's probably... That could be a good thing. Nick...
No, he's gone wide. Has he gone wide to get out the traffic there out of the lead car's lap?
Now, it's not a bad thing letting Nick through, because again, they can latch onto a slipstream. John Boy's going to look up the inside coming into this corner. He looks for the dive, doesn't get it, gets sideways, but can he get the better run onto the straight and get his slipstream? Nick the Villa lurking in the background as well.
The Villa just sort of fighting for that fastest lap, isn't he, really? The extra point for the fastest lap, while Jay and John Boy can now battle. John Boy, not really in the top 4 fights at the moment, but not too far off. He did have the pole in this race, let's not forget. And as for Dan, down in 7th place, losing out to his championship rivals of Jay and Fury, as Jay was very, very wide. And here comes John Boy. Couldn't get past him there then. That Bozzy boy has got Amplava breathing down his neck on the timing screens for P5 and 6. And he's a little wide there, and Amplava keeps it tighter, but not able to get a run on him. Dan, 3.8 seconds back on these two in the background.
Yeah, in his last lap, so I think he made a mistake last lap. As John Boy has, I think, has now done Jay. Oh, they're side by side coming into the chicane that have contact.
John Boy's got him done.
John Boy gets the position.
Yeah, good move.
Oh,
he's had an off. He's outbraked himself, I reckon. I don't know if he has, you know. I think he might have just outbraked himself. I don't think he's hit anything. The car looks intact on my end.
Yeah, I think he is all good.
That's brought Dan back into play here, and Dan won't mind that one bit because he'll be able to use that slipstream of that Bozzy Boy and hopefully get Liam to pull him into the battles further up the road. Because Dan down in P7 is losing out to Cobb, Fury and Jay, but Jay losing some more points. Fourth in the championship at the minute. Jay, as John Boy's gone in the lead. What's happened to Fury? He's had an off. On his own, Fury's had an off. Look at Nick the Villa right in this fight, and Cobb is going to gain some more points over second place in the championship. Cobb up into third. Jay looking at the race lead, though, up the inside. No, he's not, because John Boy's too far in front. And then Plava is right in the slipstream here of Fury.
Yeah, so Plava has been very, very consistent. He's not. I don't think I've seen him make like a proper mistake. I think, and Dan's got through on Liam as well, so Dan is up into 6th place.
Liam needs to stick with Dan now. The important thing for Liam is to stick with Dan and use that slipstream and get him and Dan back onto the back of Emplava, back out front. This then for the race lead here, as Jay's looking to the outside of John Boy coming into the final chicane. 7 minutes 39 left on the clock, and John Boy up the inside, Jay to the outside line. How has he been able to keep that out there? He has a bit of a wiggle, a huge moment. Keep hold of it. Nick the Villa still in this battle here. He's got back past both of them, and somehow Jay kept hold of that. But look, there's Cobb and Fury.
Yeah, they're ever closer. It's going to become a 4-way battle. I think Emplava, though, has made a mistake. So Commentator's curse.
Yeah, he's dropped right off the back of Fury by some 4 seconds. But falling into that Bozzy Boy battle where they can all work together to get back to the front runners, as Jay, late on the brakes, has to lock up a wheel, as John Boy couldn't brake late because he had to avoid the back of Nick the Villa.
Yeah, so Fury, Cobb and Fury, this is what they want to see, which is a car in front of John and Jay, because they can get the slipstream. But say these two are still going to keep battling, even though there's a back marker. Jay's looking up the inside. Is he going to end it? No,
yeah, I thought he was going to have a late little look there, but he didn't. Fury and Cobb both wide there. Cobb onto the grass. Fury manages to keep it on track. And now, look, they're all together. 5 cars, 4 for the lead. The middle car is a back marker. And can Emplava, Dan and Bozzy Boy get onto the back of this little pack? Fury runs a little wide again.
Yeah, just drops about. He's now dropped to about 7 behind Cobb, so he needs to get back on that pack very quickly. There's another little battle pack behind it.
Emplava, Dan, and I think Liam's just in touching distance. Might not be. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be getting the benefit of the slipstream. John Boy's clipped the wall. Jay very, very wide. Cobb gets a huge run. Jay returns to the track. Fury avoids him. Nick the Villa once again will unlap himself. And here comes Cobb up the inside of John Boy. That's for the lead. He goes deep. And Fury pushes John Boy through and pushes himself through into second place. And at the minute, you have to say what a race this is between this top 4 with a back marker in the way. Emplava and Dan are slowly creeping on the back of this pack. But at the minute, John Boy's woes are seeming to help him at the moment. Dan round the outside of Emplava through turn 2. That'll still be side by side. Fury now leads. Jay's off once again, and the slipstream's not going to help out anybody here. Let's look at these 4 all across the track here at Silverstone Classic. Down what is the hanger straight, and it's John Boy from Jay, from Fury, from Cobb. These 4 are changing positions, hand over fist. They're nearly 4 wide down the straight, and John Boy, is he braver on the brakes than Fury? No, he's not, but he tries to keep it tucked underneath for the outside of the corner. Can't get it done.
Yeah, here comes Cobb though. Can he ease up the inside of Jay? That's Emplava going really wide. So Dan's edging closer into the background. He might run out of time. Nick the Villa runs wide, so that's not going to fill Fury with much confidence. So Fury's now got to go to the outside of it. John Boy can then get to the inside. As here comes John Boy. He's going to go through the middle.
What a run from John Boy through that little flat left-hander there. He's up side by side. They lean on each other. John Boy's off. Oh, he's rolled it. Oh, what a huge moment in this race. Big damage to John Boy. Dan and Plava 4th and 5th, and when you thought the championship was going to fly here, the top 4 of the championship leaders. Cobb now back up the inside of Fury. Jay looking up the inside of Fury once again as well. But John Boy and Fury had a coming together, and John Boy is barrel rolling down the back straight. Nick the Villa and Jay lean on each other. Oh, Jay! He's had a wiggle and takes Jay out. Dan's on the podium here.
Emplav was right on the back of him as well, so it could be Emplav for the podium. Nick the Villa comes back on, but comes on slowly. There's still Fury and Cobb for the lead, and Cobb's up the inside of Fury.
It was a 4-horse race. It's now a 2-horse race in this one. Cobb versus Fury, first versus second in the championship. Cobb looking for his 3rd win here at Simplay Motorsport, and here in the touring cars, Fury looking for race win number 26 and number 2 in the touring cars. Up the inside of Cobb as they come off the hanger straight. Fury able to keep hold of the lead for the time being, but Cobb coming back at him, and Jamie down only 4.6 off this lead with 3.5 minutes to go. You get a feeling it's unlikely, but if these two come together, could be in for his first win this season.
Yeah, he could be. As I just want to point out, what's happened to Liam?
Oh, what's happened to Liam?
His wheel hasn't cut out, has it?
Not too sure what's happened there, but he looks like he's gone straight on. These two, though, still side by side. That will put that Bozzy Boy down into P10. Nick the Villa, P11. And Smokey Devil might gain an extra place there as well. But these two side by side through the chicane, just leaning on each other ever so slightly. And Cobb comes off the winner at the minute.
Yeah, Cobb gets the elbows out and just forces Fury that little bit wide. The battle for the final podium position as well. And Plava's just slowly falling off the back of Dan here. Dan was about half a second quicker last lap. Oh, with Dan, there's a little bit of lag there, I just see.
Yeah, a little bit of lag from Unorthodox. That is Jay, I think, or is it, it's Nick the Villa, sorry, who's gone straight on. And Jay's dropped to P7. That Bozzy Boy's dropped down to P11. You imagine Smokey Devil will be able to get past him momentarily.
Yeah, Craig's back up to 6th place after his early race crash.
Yeah, and could get John Boy in this one as well, because John Boy's got huge damage. Jay on the back of John Boy in this one could be a huge factor for him to get another place, which will mean that these two won't be able to qualify unless Jay can get past John Boy or Craig. As we say good evening to Fury's mum. Fury currently second as we lose that Bozzy Boy from this first race.
Yeah, so I wonder whether it might be his wheel, because let's say it looked a bit like Sakito all over again. Fury just looks so much braver on the brakes than Cobb, so I reckon there's going to be a last lap lunge. We're now going to come on to the last lap of the race.
We are indeed, and Fury just using that slipstream. He's got to be wise about where he overtakes. He's got to be wise about how he overtakes. Where does he do it? Does he stay in the slipstream for most of the lap and do it at the end? What's he going to do as he gets even closer through that chicane? The gap's now under 2 tenths. Fury is going to look to attack him. Dan looks to have put Emplava to bed and has gapped him by 1.5 seconds. John Boy has now just dropped to P7, so Jay up to 6th place, and John Boy down in 7th place there then. That puts John Boy out. He'll be able to qualify for race 2 and could be on for a double pole. But Fury here, where does he attack Cobb? When does he attack Cobb? If these two come together, can Unorthodox win this race? As that is awfully close there from Fury and Cobb from coming together. Now Fury in the slipstream of Cobb as they come down the hanger straight. Can they get this one done?
Yeah, Fury's not gonna. I reckon there's going to be a last lap send from Fury. Cobb is defending the inside, which is possibly not the best idea in the world. To tell you what, John Boy could lose a position to Mazda.
Yeah, he possibly will lose to Mazda in this race and finish P7. But Cobb gets through that corner. He's not got many more where Fury can attack him. Defending very, very well is Cobb at the moment, and looking like he's going to be on for a 3rd race win of the season here is Cobb. Fury has got to attack him somewhere, and where does he think to do it? He's as close as he's been all lap, and he's got to look up the inside somewhere, and he's looking up the inside now at the left-hander. He's got a huge run, but if Cobb can keep it there, they lean on each other. Last time we saw that, John Boy was barrel rolling. These two have got to get through this chicane fair and square and all even, and Fury looks like he's going to get it done. Has he outbraked himself? He has, just a little bit, but does enough for Fury to take the first win of the night from Cobb.
Yeah, he takes the first night of the win. Dan comes across the line for 3rd. Emplava comes across the line for 4th, so good result for him. Craig followed by Jay and John. Mazda's right on the back of John as well, but I don't think he's going to get him unless he gets a brilliant run at the last corner. John's in sideways to Mazda. No, he's not going to get him.
No, he's not going to get him there then. But what a drive from Fury to get Cobb done at the very, very end. John Boy hanging on for a P7. He will be able to qualify for that next race. Mazda down in 8th place. Monkey Boy is only going to come home for a 9th ahead of Nick de Villa down in 10th place, and Smoky Devil gaining 11th place in that one while we wait for fastest lap of this race while Smoky Devil is finishing. What a drive from Fury at the end.
Yeah, what a drive from Fury. John Boy's just disconnected.
Yeah, he's finished the race, so he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, that's all Fury needed to do. He just needed to get in that 6 in the last possible minute, so Cobb couldn't get back through.
So Fury from Cobb and Orthodubs and Plava, Craigie and WSRCJ are your top 6. They cannot qualify for race 2, and then Plava.
Unbelievable.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born to win, watch me elevate. I was born to win, watch me elevate. All in when I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born to win, watch me elevate. I was born to win, watch me elevate.
Broken dreams in my pocket, golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, cause you caught it, you caught it. You're golden, golden, honestly you know it. Meet under the street light at the young so I could show you. You're golden, golden, honestly just so that I could show you you're golden. Yeah, you're golden. You're golden. You're golden. Golden. You're golden. Yeah, you're golden. You know it. Yeah, you're golden. Golden. Golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Meet under the street or at the end, so I could show you. Golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Meet under the golden. Hey, you're golden. Golden.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Simplay Motorsport here for round 6 of the season and race 2 tonight. We've got the top 3 in the commentary box, but first of all, we'll quickly go through the championship standards. And it is Fury who leads the way, this time by 3 points from Cobb. I tell you what I forgot to do, Jamie, I don't know if you noted, it was the fastest lap of the race. Might have to go back and check that one at the end of the stream. But Cobb in second place, he's now 9 points clear of Unorthodox, who's dropped to 12 behind Fury overall. Jay stays in 4th place, but he's dropped back to 22 points behind. John Boy moves up into 5th ahead of Smokey Devil. Nick the Villa's up in 7th with Craig E in 9th. Gary 131 is in 9th place. Craig E is 8th. Mazda up into 10th with Amplava 11th. Monkey Boy 12th with Walshy, DJ Phil, Bryn and Lucas Roth dropping down that Posse Boy, bringing up the rear as well. And we've got the top 3 in the box. We'll start first of all with Dan. Excuse me. Dan, that looked a bit of a handful in that one.
Silverstone classic, isn't it? It's just trucks. It's just chaos. If you don't survive, you're out of this race.
And like you said, it was chaos at the front, up and down the pack, all race for every driver. Yourself in particular, you had a bit of a spin, or a bit of a slide coming through the final chicane. That really ended it for you.
I wouldn't say ended it. I knew there was still an opportunity for things to happen because everything was still going on. But with also Nick being with low fuel and on his own at times, he was easily quicker. It was easy for other cars to get trapped and caught up with one another. So I was hoping the leading group would get caught up, and they were. So me and N just slowly worked our way to the back of the pack, and we just didn't have enough to catch Cobb and Fury. I just know this Astra is just underpowered here. How
is the Astra around? You say it's underpowered. How's its tyres? How is it with the weight?
Tyres alright. Weight, I've just learned to accept. As soon as I get rid of the weight one day, it's been 5 rounds in a row where I've had weight, and it's just the norm now. But it's going to be like an animal when I get rid of it. But no, it feels alright. Tyres are fine. Car's fine. It's just the Megane's too fast.
What can you do race 2 from by the back of the from mid pack? It looks like in the grid.
Don't get hit in the staggered grid, and just pick away slowly, stay in a tow, and drag that 100 litres once again. Well, we wish you the best luck for race 2, buddy. Cheers, well done, boys. It was a good race. And we got Cobb in for second place, and Cobb, again, similar to Dan, it was an up and down race. You was off at one stage at the final chicane, but managed to bring it back to the podium.
Yeah, well, couldn't have asked for any better, really. I thought at the start, I know that me and Nick just had a little tiny bit of contact, but considering what everyone else was doing, just gave me the opportunity just to catch up on the back of everyone. So, yeah, it was a crazy, crazy race. Absolutely mad. Really enjoyed it.
Bit of a crazy battle as well between yourself, Fury, John Boy and Jay at one stage. 4 abreast, I think, coming down the hanger straight until John Boy and Jay dropped off the back. You seem to be doing well in the championship so far. You seem to be doing well with the Megane. The weight doesn't seem to be much of an issue because you seem to be finding your way to the front all the time.
Yeah, well, I think as much as it's the weight, it's just trying to be consistent, and as you can see in the race, there's quite a lot of accidents that can happen. So as long as you try and stay out of the way of everything and try and be consistent, then and stay in the tow especially. It's not too much trouble.
Now you're going to be in the mid pack, exactly in the mid pack on a staggered grid. Crazy starts from Silverstone Classic here. Obviously, that staggered grid causing a few problems. What can you do middle of that pack?
Just try and stay out of trouble turn 1, try and stay out of trouble turn 2, and then see what we can do on the back straight, and then go on from there, really. But yeah, just like I said before, just stay out of trouble and be consistent. That's all it is.
How important is the slipstream around here?
Massively. It's with 100 litres especially, but I mean, just in any case, it's just so important for making decent passes, coming into turn 2, the back straight into 4, so it's really handy, put it that way.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, buddy. Go and get him for race 2.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Well done to everyone.
And we got Fury in as well, and Joe, I tell you what, Dan might want to start looking over his shoulder a little bit. 9 race wins behind him in the overall tally at the minute. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit of a close one between all 4 of us, me, John Boy, Cobb and Jay. It was a close one, obviously, with Nick Villa in front of us as well. But I think me and John Boy had a little bit too much of a tap, and it ended it there.
I think you're the only one out of that race that didn't seem to go up and down the pack. You seem to get a bad start and then come through the pack and stay at the front.
Yeah, that start didn't really help. Kind of tried changing gear and it didn't change. But managed to keep it going, keep the consistency, and fight my way through the pack.
Josh Cook took 2 race wins at Brands Hatch Sunday. Taking inspiration from him?
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Obviously, driving like a Honda driver is what I mean by that, yeah? Yeah. Race 2 then, buddy. You're going to be starting towards the back of the pack. What can you do back there, mate? What can you do in this second race with the 100 litres that you, Cobb and Dan, can't seem to get rid of?
Hopefully not miss the gear, get a good start, avoid any collisions, and just try and make my way through the pack as best as I can and try to get that top spot again.
Well, we'll let you get back to it, buddy. Wish you the best of luck.
Cheers, mate. And cheers
Well
to
done.
everyone.
Indeed. So, evening to Fury's Grandad in the chat. Gabriel Pista Da Silva. I'm not going to try and pronounce the bit in between the Da Silva. Evening to you. And Madomo, evening to you as well, buddy. Hope you're well. If you are new to Simplay Motorsport, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. No GT3s this week. So Dan will be back. Excuse me, back live on Sunday night with the Formula One from Mexico. I sadly won't be there for that one, as I'll be flying back into the country Sunday evening, but Jamie Brasier will be there to race that one, as there's 3 races left on the championship between me and Green Pies, still up for grabs as we come into the final 3 races. Gary 131 in, Jamie, and on the pad.
Yeah, he's on the pad, and I know from my experiences from driving the BMW on the pad, he's not going to have an easy time whatsoever.
Having wheel issues, his buttons and pedals are working, but his wheel's not turning. Liam's wheel is overheated, so he won't be in for this one either, which is a shame. We're down to the 12 cars on the grid. And Jamie, at the minute, it's Nick the Villa and John Boy who are setting the pace. Mazda, P3, but a second off the back of Nick the Villa at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Smokey's just gone up to second, so that displaces Nick the Villa and John Boy, and Smokey's gone above John Boy using his slipstream, so John Boy's not going to enjoy that one bit.
No, he's not. Mazda currently up on a personal best on this lap alone, and he's got one of the BMWs behind him. I want to say it's Gary, because Monkey Boy's just gone through Sector 1 and is up on his lap time. So Gary trying to get the slipstream off of Mazda. Nick the Villa to the line, was green in the middle sector. No improvement through Sector 1, though, for Nick the Villa, so he's going to try and get some more pace. Jamie, do you want to just talk us through these last couple of laps? I just need to grab a quick drink because my throat's hurting.
Yeah, go on board. Just see Mazda and Gary come into the final chicane. Is Mazda going to improve on this lap? No, he doesn't. Does Gary improve? He does by 0.3 of a second, but doesn't improve on his time. I think that is Monkey Boy who's going to be next, who is 1.3 up. So at this rate, he would out-qualify He wouldn't be the last of the BMWs, so he would go above Gary. Can he get the chicane right? He comes through the chicane, gets it nice and tidy through there, comes across the line, goes up to 5th place, and that displaces Gary. So I think next is going to be John Boy, but I think John Boy is on an outlap. Smoky Devil is done. John Boy should get one more lap in. The other 4 may not get another lap in. There's 3 all in the same bit, which I think is Nick Villa, Mazda, and Gary. As Gary coming back into the pit, so Gary is done. John Boy coming to the line. He's should improve. Mazda's come back to the
Mazda.
pit.
Oh, we've lost Gary.
Yeah, we've lost Gary.
Oh, what a shame. So we're down to 11 drivers in this race, but Smoky Devil, Mazda, Monkey Boy and Gary was up on their time. Gary's disconnected. Mazda and Smoky back in the pits. There's only 3 drivers left who can do a lap, but we've lost Gary here tonight. Can't do the pad, he's just texted me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy whatsoever. John Boy is now the last person on a lap. Going to come through this corner and hit the sector 1 beam. Is he going to be up on his time at all? Comes on to the back straight. Is he up? Can't see at the minute.
He's currently down on his sector 1 time because he's not gone green on my phone, but that doesn't mean he can't improve throughout the rest of this lap. He needs to find 7/10 without a slipstream. You get the feeling that is going to be a little tight for John Boy to get the job done. But he's got to try and do something somewhere. He comes to... Oh, no, that's the lap over.
Yeah,
so that is a pole position and a point for Nick de Villa.
Yeah, he's now backed off, and yeah, that is the grid.
And that, Jamie, talk us through the grid while I input the points. That is actually Nick de Villa's second pole position here at Simplay Motorsport.
Yeah, so as Matt says, Nick de Villa on pole position, Smoky Devil alongside him, John Boy in 3rd, Mazda in 4th, Monkey Boy in 5th in the second of the BMWs, Cobb the first non-qualifier in 6th, Dan in 7th, Fury in 8th, Emplava 9th, Jay in 10th, and Craig in 11th, as we're now down to 11 runners.
Down to 11 runners. Not a shame that we've lost so many drivers tonight. Shame that we couldn't get everybody in for tonight. But either way, 11 runners. We are still going here. And what can these boys do? Jamie, who's your tip for pole position? Tip for the win, sorry.
I'm going to put Fury. I'm going to go with Fury. But it could be any 11 of these drivers. Just you could probably throw a blanket over them. Come the finish and how close they are on pace. If one of them makes a mistake, I think that's really race over unless they get back into the slipstream. There's something I still haven't seen. Say this is meant to be really meant to be Thruxton. That is the Swedish Shuffle.
The Swedish Shuffle. Do elaborate.
Yeah, that's what, for anyone using to watch Touring Cars in 98, I'll let you talk us through the start, Matt.
We'll get through the start in 3 red lights. We go green and we're away here for the final time. And look at Mazda and Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy's had to take to the grass because his start was electric. But Mazda, though, is away and leads into turn 1. Quite the gap. Monkey Boy as well goes into turn 2. There was a nudge on a Mercedes in the background. Monkey Boy side by side with John Boy. I think John Boy's going to get back into the second place there. Can Mazda, though, keep in front of this pack at the minute? Smoky Devil's up to 4th. Dan's dropped down to 11th place. What's happened to Dan? Has he just dropped back? I think so. I think nobody's dropped back on the map. Monkey Boy being swallowed up and eaten alive here. And Plover and Cobb, I think, have had a coming together. They've both gone wide. Monkey Boy come up the order at the start and is dropping down the order now. Mazda, though, Jamie, is checked out as it's all clean through turn 1.
Yeah, Mazda was like a rat up a drain pipe. He was gone by turn 1.
Absolutely flying at the minute is Mazda, and so far needs to keep it doing what he is doing best, and that is to keep it in the lead of this race, as he will not want anybody else to come between him or the other drivers, because I tell you what, this could be an absolutely fascinating race as we get down and deep into this one then. So far in this race, Mazda, John Boy, Smoky Devil, Nick de Villa, WRSCJ, Fury's up to 6th, Dan's up to 7th, Monkey Boy has dropped down to 9th, Cobb, though, up to 8th, as here is Jay with Nick de Villa, this time on the lead lap, and side by side, coming through the back section, Fury's coming at Jay now once again, Nick de Villa under pressure from Smoky Devil, as they come down towards the final chicane. Mazda has led the first lap from the start pretty much by getting that good getaway, and Jay nearly clipping the back of Nick de Villa there and just pushes Fury a little wide, bringing Dan back into this battle.
Yeah, he just missed the back of Nick de Villa, and they're now going to go 3 wide. They're not going to get through that fine. I think that was Smokey just backing off, but
he
Jay,
did.
Yeah, he gets a touch from Jay though, and Fury goes through down. As soon as you make a mistake round here, you're going to get all the cars.
And I tell you what, Mazda here has gone at the moment out front, a second and a half clear of Nick de Villa, and while everybody else is battling and squabbling, everything else is happening. Look at Jay up the inside of John Boy, Dan trying to follow through, and Dan laid on the brakes, tapped the back of John Boy there, but I think Cobb was there to straighten him up. Fury now gets the run on Dan. Cobb and Smoky Devil are together. Craig and Plava, Monkey Boy not yet in this pack, but Mazda coming under pressure from Nick de Villa now, but Mazda's hoping that Nick de Villa will have Jay caught up and get Jay under some pressure from somebody behind, because look look at this squabble. Jay now within half a second of Mazda. Clearly that Megane stronger than the BMW through the corners. Oh, Fury!
Yeah, Dan Gifford. Oh, that's Smokey Devil in the wall again.
Such great pace from Smokey Devil tonight, but hasn't been able to put it together in a race. That's brought Craigie on the back of him. Dan and Fury side by side. Bit of a wiggle mid-corner there for Dan. That loses in momentum. Jay and Nick Lavilla are now right on the back of Mazda. And here comes Jay on Mazda. Evening to Alex in the chat. And Jay, side by side with Mazda, towards the outside as he gets towards the chicane. Jay, Nick Lavilla, sorry, in the lead. Jay's in the background. Mazda, though, back in front.
Yeah, Nick Lavilla's going to look for the cut back in his goal.
Good move from Nick Lavilla, and Jay's having a run at Mazda as well. And Mazda has led for 2 laps near enough, and now he's under pressure. Dan was on the grass and gets forced even further on the grass by Cobb. I think Cobb got a tap from Fury, though. They tap again, and Dan can't seem to get back on the track at the moment.
No, he's not being allowed to get back on the track at all. Jay's now going to have a look.
Yeah, I think Jay's had a look at Nick Lavilla, but I think them two have touched doors because Mazda's back in the lead and up the inside as they come through this tight right-hander, and job done. Mazda can't get the run, but I tell you what, I won't bother Mazda too much. He'll be able to tuck in the slipstream, and this BM on the straight, you'll be able to see it run at full blast. He's gone very wide, though, pushed out by Nick Lavilla. What we haven't checked is Dan, Fury, Cobb and Emplava on the 100 litres of fuel. We do need to just quickly check that one.
Yep, Dan is... He's on... Yep.
Fury, Cobb is, yep, Fury. Fury is, and just Emplava. Yes, he is, and I wonder if that's why Emplava is so off the pace in this race at the minute.
Yeah. Mazda's still there in third, but I think who's smoking...
Oh, Dan!
Dan's cutting the grass out here quite a bit. He's got the lawnmower out.
Well, he's in that Jason Plato liveried Power Max Astra, and Jason Plato's now in a Rich Energy liveried Honda. So Dan, obviously, a tribute to the greatest touring car driver of all time. As Mazda still in third place. Fury's got damage. He's got damage. That bumper's hanging off.
Yeah, Fury's got to be careful. This is a tricky pit lane.
It is a tricky pit lane, and I tell you what, Fury, that is race 2, you'd pretty much say, put to bed. Mazda under pressure from Cobb and John Boy here, but managing to hold them off. Jay and Nick Lavilla are just being allowed to escape at this moment in time and just creep up the road as Nick Lavilla and Jay needs to come back into this championship. Cobb, once again though, Jamie, hats off to him. P4 at the minute has stayed out of trouble.
Yeah, he has. He's just been picking his fights and not been getting into any accident. He's now going to try and look to get onto the podium already.
And what a job for Jay to have done. He's really put the pressure on these boys here and has really made sure that he is able to keep the fight going until the end.
That was Jay running a little wider ahead, but Nick Lavilla can't close in. Dan's wide again, but if Smokey Devil was even wider. Has Dan got the run? No. It was Emplava and Monkey Boy in the background. Emplava's definitely struggling a lot more in this race. So
you can tell because the fuel in that car of Emplava, he's struggling to get that Mercedes-Benz working.
Yeah, he looks like he's struggling just to get it turned in, but say as the race goes on, he'll improve his paces. Jay's now defending from Nick Lavilla. He can't quite do this shuffle there, but sits in behind and tries to get the slipstream once again.
Once again he does, yep, and down towards turn 1 they come, and Nick Lavilla on Jay looking for that position as Mazda under pressure from Cobb had a huge wiggle.
Yeah, Cobb's coming up the inside whether Mazda likes it or not.
Wrong side though for Cobb. You'd rather be on the right hand side, and he's thought about it and goes back there now. Late on the brakes, can't get Mazda done. And Mazda's BMW, Jamie's just got enough to stretch its legs on the straights.
It has, but here comes Cobb. He's going to be on the outside for the next corner though.
Indeed he is. Cobb to the outside. Mazda lighter on the fuel. Can he pull away from that Megane up this straight, up the hanger straight, in towards the right-hander? Here comes Mazda up the inside. Keeps the position. Cobb tucks underneath though, and Cobb's trying to come back underneath Mazda here to try and get that job done. And I tell you what, that could be a good move from Cobb. He's got the car up the inside, and that's third place for Cobb. Back through once again, and Cobb really mounting a title challenge here with Fury down in 11th. He's really putting the pressure on these championship leaders. leaders here.
Yeah, as Nick Villa comes, as Jay goes to the left-hand side, going to try and send it round the outside. I think Mazda's actually got the run back on Cobb.
So Mazda looking to get the run back on Cobb and looking to make sure that he can get that job done.
He's got to be careful though, because John Boy is going to be looking, and here comes John Boy, the Mercedes, straight up the inside, and that was always going to happen for Mazda. That Mercedes was just lurking in the background, waiting for Mazda to just have a go.
That BMW here, Jamie, is absolutely struggling. It is not running well at all.
No, it's not running well at all. You'd think it'd run quite well with all the straights, but the driver just can't get it turned in.
Yeah, he's losing all his time through the corners. As much as Mazda's making up on the straights, the minute he gets to a corner, that car is struggling and really, really causing Mazda some problems then. So there's Jay, there's Nick Villa, there's Cobb, there's John Boy, there's Mazda, there's Dan, there's Smokey Devil, there's Craigie, who's had a bit of a quiet night tonight, has Craigie.
Yeah, he has. He's had a bit of a quiet night. He had the instant race one come quietly back through. Look on Dan. Dan has actually got through on Smokey, I think, that last lap. Yeah.
So Dan up to 6th place. And Smokey Devil losing out to John Boy in the championship at the minute, will want to try and regain some points here, so we'll want to get back past ahead of Dan. And these three are all trying to hunt down that BMW. But here is a man who we've not seen on the podium yet, Nick Villa, once again trying to look on the outside of Jay towards the chicane.
Yeah, every time he just seems to be on the wrong side for the chicane. He just needs to be able to get to the other side, just one of those laps. I think Smokey's had a
Smokey! Turning Craigie round. What has happened there? What has gone off there? But Craigie off. And we said he's had a quiet night. He's still well in front of Emplava and Monkey Boy at the minute, so that's not going to matter to him. But what a shame.
Yeah, I think Monkey Boy's had a problem as well, because he was battling with Emplava, so Emplava's now going to have his sights set on Craig, but with Craig having the lighter car, he should disappear up the road.
Indeed, he should, but whether he will or not remains to be seen in this battle. And for these guys, it's all about who can do what in this race. That is the big question. Who can take the points? Who can take the victory? Because Cobb, 3 points behind Fury, will score massively over Fury in this second race, Jamie.
Yeah, he will score massively as Dan goes really wide again.
Mazda struggling in the BMW, as is Monkey Boy, who's lost out massively to Emplava. Emplava now trying to get on the back of Craigie. Jay from Nick Villa. Nick Villa currently in the championship, down in 7th place. A good podium here will give Nick Villa some real good points and maybe push him up the standings a bit. John Boy as well could catch on Jay, and Jay could catch on Dan. Dan is really going to lose ground to Cobb, though, in this championship fight at the moment, as the two leaders cross the line. Some 2.6 seconds is Nick Villa to Cobb. So Cobb not really getting the benefit of a slipstream at the moment.
No, so the only benefit for an off-dubs in theory at the minute is if they do drop enough points and drop out that top 4, for the next round they won't have the 100 litres in, so they could quite easily make all them points back. And the next round next Tuesday, Alton Park Island, so we go to a tight circuit where you want to qualify well, you want to qualify as high up the order as you can, because it's tight and twisty and you've not really a lot of places to overtake, easy to defend. But Nick Villa, with 8 minutes 30 remaining in this race, gaining on the back of Jay now. 0.2 of a second the gap is, and he comes down the hanger straight, looks to pull out, can't get the job done there. And for Nick Villa, it's all about staying and being patient. Yeah, we're saying Mazda's struggling in the BMW, but he's still matching Dan's pace in the Astra. Yeah, Dan's got 100 litres in, but say he's quite used to the Astra, so it's still I'd say fairly decent pace. Either that or they're just both struggling. Yeah, it's good pace. You look at the two leaders with the slipstream, 1 minute 30. Cobb on his own a 31. John Boy, Mazda, Dan all in the 32s, as is Emplava. So Emplava's actually not got bad pace last time round, but Emplava might be getting the benefits of a slipstream from Craig. It's not bad pace, it's just, is it consistent pace? Cobb spoke in the interview, didn't he, about consistency being the key round here.
And that might be something we're not seeing from Mazda as Cobb's to the line. In fact, is Mazda just probably getting the benefits of a slipstream from John Boy, whose last lap, Mazda was 7/10 of a second quicker than John Boy. So Mazda, right in this slipstream here of the Mercedes, is that BMW just growing on him later in this race?
Yeah, so we know he hasn't really raced the BMW that much, and the more time he's in it, the more he's going to get used to it as he goes a bit wide there. But
We know in real life, Jamie, as well, the BMW takes longer to get its tyres working. So is this a case for Mazda here? Is his tyres now just starting to come to him?
Yeah, we'd say definitely the BMW takes a couple of laps just to get his tyres working. And he's definitely got more pace. It looks like he's got more pace at the minute than John Boy.
He's gained a 10.5 down that back straight alone. Comes through the corner. Still comes out now. Only 5 tenths behind John Boy. So Mazda just starting to gain time over that Mercedes-Benz. And Dan's kind of coming with him slowly. The gap was over 2 seconds. It's just dropped under 2 seconds as they come through the corner. Look, onto 1.9. But Mazda definitely getting closer to the back of John Boy here. The leaders are side by side towards the chicane. Nick de Villa to the outside of Jay, but Jay braver on the brakes as Nick de Villa goes a little deep to avoid contact with Jay. And that remains as it was. Mazda to the outside of John Boy here. And Mazda will be wise. He's not going to make it stick around the outside there. And once again, tucks back in behind John Boy, but Mazda just starting to look more comfortable in this Mercedes-Benz at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely looking a lot more comfortable. He was... Dan was the quickest out of a lot of them, but Smoky Devil was actually the 31, so Smoky Devil could soon see himself on the back. We've only got just under 6 minutes of the race left.
Indeed we have. Smoky Devil looking like he's getting racy here then as Mazda once again gaining on the back of John Boy. It's the runs out the corners that Mazda needs, and here he goes trying to get on the back of John Boy once again. Nick de Villa and Jay just keeping an eye on their delta. That's a 10th of a second. In fact, they're side by side coming down the hanger straight, but once again Nick de Villa, Jamie, has gone the wrong way around him.
Yeah, so Jay just managing to show him to the outside every time. I think every time we've gone to view him at the chicane, Nick de Villa is on the outside. Jay just always manages to get to the inside. We'll watch through here. Does Jay now plant the car to the inside, or
Mazda's done John Boy. Just on the timing screens, Mazda's got ahead of John Boy. So that has just happened, and Dan is gaining on the back, and Smoky Devil's coming as well. And here comes John Boy once again. Let's just go back to the front a second as they come to the chicane. Look, Nick de Villa once again on the outside. So Jay driving a very sensible race here. Bit wiggly though from Jay through the chicane, but Nick de Villa couldn't get the run. John Boy then has been passed by Mazda, and Mazda seeming to be growing in this race. Dan's coming. Mazda will want Dan to come and put pressure on. Oh, and a huge slide from Dan in the background. That's that battle gone, and Smoky Devil could now see himself gain on the back of an Orthodox.
Yeah, he could. He's going to have his target set on that Astra in front.
As John Boy then passed by Mazda, and Mazda looking like he's going to start to pull away. Nick de Villa looking for the underneath of Jay. Cobb slowly gaining on these two in the background. 1.7 quicker last lap was Cobb, while these two are starting to squabble for position. And Jay doing everything he needs to park that car where it needs to be so that Nick de Villa can't get past. But has Nick de Villa now figured him out and gone for a late move, because up the inside with the slingshot, and Nick de Villa in the lead of this race.
He has, but has he gone too deep at the corner? We might well have done, but no, he's well and truly got that.
Yeah, got that one done, has Nick de Villa. So job done there for him. Fury is only within 8 seconds of Monkey Boy now. So Fury on a comeback drive as Nick de Villa very, very wide through that left-hander. And that should give Jay the run. Nick de Villa returns to track, and look at the speed Jay's got. But Nick de Villa forcing him to the outside line. He'll want to close the door, because Jay, if he has the run up the inside, will be up the inside for the chicane. And all that hard work Nick de Villa's done could just be untangled here. And indeed it is. Look at Jay on the brakes.
I was saying about Fury. Fury has very quickly caught up to the back of Monkey Boy.
Yeah, I think Monkey Boy's had a problem there, because Fury gap to the leaders is still at 44 seconds. So I think Monkey Boy's had more of a problem than Fury being rapid this lap. Smokey's got past Dan. So Dan loses another place to his championship rivals. All four of them.
Yeah, all four of his championship rivals are outscoring him. Say with us going to Alton Park next week, John Boy's still all over the back of Mazda, so has the Mercedes come back So as John Boy goes...
Yeah, has the Mercedes come back, or has Mazda just lost it with not being in the slipstream? Has Mazda just lost all that pace? Big gap to Mazda to Cobb. So he's not going to get a slipstream from Cobb. And look at Smokey Devil. Smokey Devil right with this group as well.
Yeah, again though, say with Dan losing points, he might lose 100 litres of fuel, go to Alton Park, which has a lot of hills, and you're going to need a lot of power to get up those hills, and say 100 litres is not going to help whatsoever. So.
100 litres not going to help, and an underpowered car isn't going to help as Mazda and John Boy come through the the right-hander. John Boy having a look. Dan extremely wide once again. That is going to hurt him. And here then comes Smokey Devil having a look at John Boy as Mazda defending from John Boy nicely there. And Smokey Devil now, John Boy's got to think of attacking and defending, because Smokey Devil looking to the outside of John Boy, and that outside quickly becomes the inside. Them to have a little tap. Smokey on the grass a little bit. They'll both be compromised just a bit there. And Smokey has to do that work again, but Mazda might be able to just get himself some breathing space.
What's happened to Cobb? Because Cobb was right on the back of...
I just think the other two have started to lap quick since Jace took the lead again. Look, 130s from the leaders. Cobb in the 32s. It's not slow.
Well, Cobb was right on the back of him at the start of the lap, and he all of a sudden dropped off.
Strange. The lap time 32 wouldn't suggest it's a slow lap time from Cobb, so not sure what's happened there. But John Boy, once again looking like he's going to come back at Mazda here, and he's got Smokey Devil with him, and look at Smokey Devil on the brakes, a lot braver. John Boy just locking up a little bit. Dan trying to stick with this pack as well, as Monkey Boy's had another moment somewhere. He's dropped way behind Fury, but 11th place will still give him some good points. Now, Smokey Devil has a run onto the hanger straight over John Boy, tucks back in for that slipstream. If he keeps pushing John Boy a little wide, he'll be getting the slipstream off of Mazda here, will Smokey Devil. Mazda into the corner, Smokey looking around the outside of John Boy. I don't think that one's going to stick. He's very wide, and now he's under pressure from Dan up the inside, and Dan, look, attacking John Boy as well. This is just allowing Mazda to creep forward a bit more.
Yeah, it is, but we'll cut back to the front too, because this is the last lap of
the race. It is the last lap. The race has absolutely flown by, and this is the last lap of this race then. And here comes Jay and Nick the Villa. If it's going to be done from Nick the Villa, it needs to be now. He's not got it done, so it looks like Jay is going to take his first win here at Simplay Motorsport. Is the race done? No, there's one more lap. They've snuck an extra lap in here. Cobb slowed right down because he thought it was the end, and they've managed to sneak an extra lap in. So Mazda and Smokey and Dan and John Boy are all under pressure. Smokey's past Mazda.
Mazda's up the inside of him though, so Mazda's going to send it back. Smokey's going to hang it around the outside, but here comes
Dan. What a run through the first corner from Unorthodox, trying to get back up the inside of both of them, and he has done.
They now go 3 wide, and John Boy gets put to the back. Here comes Mazda. Smokey down the inside of Dan. Can Dan keep it there? Mazda goes down the inside.
What a move. Gets a poor run. Smokey taps the rear of Mazda. Dan gets the place back. Mazda, look, wisely straight back into that slipstream of Unorthodox there. Losing out the slipstream a little bit as now John Boy gets it. They're 3 abreast coming down the back straight. And I tell you what, now Dan switches across to the inside because he knows he's got to defend. That's going to help Smokey Devil get that slipstream up the inside of Mazda. John Boy's to the outside, and John Boy once again finds himself rolling over and over he goes. The leaders then at the final couple of corners. Nick the Villa needs to get up the inside of Jay at this chicane to have it job done, but he's at the wrong side, Jamie.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side. Can he outbrake Jay? He hasn't done it all race. He's got to be so late on the brakes, but Jay brakes so much later and gets...
Nick the Villa tried attack to there. You see him brake and turn into the inside, but WSRCJ is going to take his first win here at Simplay Motorsport. Nick the Villa, second place from pole position in race 2. Cobb is going to come home for a P3. Dan, 4th place. Oh, Master and Smokey touched at the end. Was that a squeeze from Smokey Devil? And Mazda's lost out to Craigie. Well, you couldn't write that.
No, you couldn't write that at all. Mazda loses it right on the line. And Plava comes across the line for 9th. John Boy, after barrel rolling once again, he drifts it through the final corner, comes across for 9th. Fury, a dismal race 2 for him, is coming towards the end of the lap. He might lose his 100 litres for for Alton Park. We'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to double check that in a minute. And Plav across the line for PH, Onboy P9. Fury is going to come across for a 10th place, and Monkey Boy, not the night for them BMW drivers, Jamie.
No, not the night at all. But they're going to hope Alton Park is a bit better, because say Alton Park is more of a rear-wheel drive circuit.
Yeah. And hopefully with these guys not running 100 litres, and hopefully Gary back on the wheel, that will make the difference. So it is Jay from Nick the Villa, and then Cobb, your top three. Jamie, get them in. Fastest lap of the race, a 30.6 for Nick the Villa. Is the fastest lap of the race. So Nick the Villa will take pole position, fastest lap, and a second place. And while Jamie gets the top three in the chat for a quick interview, the championship standings then look like this. And if you're Cobb, you're sitting pretty at the top, 6 points clear of Fury, with Jay now in third on 9 points. And Dan won't lose that 100 litres. He's 11 points behind the championship leader going into next week, with Nick the Villa gaining into 5th place, 2 points clear of Smoky Devil. John Boy down to 7th with Craigie up in 8th. Mazda now up in 9th, Eddie Gary 131. And Plover 11th with Monkey Boy 12th. Walshy 13th, Phil 14th, Bryn 15th, Lucas Roth 16th, and that Bossy Boy 17th place. Jamie, just before excuse me, people get in here, final thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, so it's been absolutely brilliant racing, and yeah, they can't wait to return next week for Alton Park. But say well done to Jay and Cobb. I know it's Fury who won race one. Sorry, yeah, well done to the pair of them, and so we've got a cracking championship on our hands.
Driver of the day, from your opinion?
Cobb.
Yeah, indeed. We have got Jay in. I don't think we've got Cobb and Nick the Villa. Nick the Villa's just joined, so we will start with Nick the Villa because we've not got Cobb here at the minute. And Nick, that was unfortunate at the end. You just ran out of time.
Spent 20 minutes following him.
Probably.
He was quicker than others, after the first race. I'm like,
Settling for the points, like you say, over the win then. But a good race nonetheless.
yeah, it's just need some points, don't I? I've had some mares, so points on the board and keep Jay laughing.
That's moved you up to 5th place in the championship. So normal fuel for you next week going to Alton Park. What can you do around there?
Be quicker than Jay with 100 litres.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, buddy.
No, you don't want 100 litres at all, part of it. That's going to be hard work.
Hard work, tight track, and difficult, yeah.
We'll have another play there, won't we? Entertain people.
That's it. Well, well done tonight, buddy, and we'll catch you next week. Cheers, buddy. We've got Cobb in as well, so we'll just jump to Cobb. Cobb, 3rd place, another solid, consistent race from yourself, and more points on the board.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. I don't think there was... I mean, towards the end, I was kind of catching Nick and Jay, but they were just too far in the distance in a world of their own. So, yeah, 3rd's good. Happy with that. Take on to next round. Yeah, can't really complain.
6 points ahead of Fury in the championship. 9 ahead of Jay and 11 ahead of Dan. Same 4 carry the 100 litres of fuel on what is a tight and twisty circuit.
Yeah. Well, we'll just stick it, like I always say. We'll just see what happens, mate.
Alton Park, is it a track you enjoy?
Yeah, no, I like Alton Park. It's probably one of my more favourite tracks. I'd probably prefer it more than I do Silverstone Classic. So, yeah, hope for good things.
Well, we see you next week.
Nice one. Thank you very much, guys, and well done to everyone.
Cheers, Cobb. And we got Jay in the chat as well. And Jay, race 2 weeks ago and race 2 last week, we were sat here talking about a P2 and what it could have been if you'd have got past Cobb. First race winner at Simplay Motorsport, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's absolutely ace. It felt comfortable. It did feel comfortable. I felt comfortable in the first race, but yeah, we sort of tripped over a few people, and it was just it's going to happen around there.
It is 100 litres out the car for I think the first time since round 1. Did that make a difference to the McGann's handling in the 2 races?
Well, no, because I did have empty fuel on the other 2 races before because I was out there.
Yes.
Ball, so. But round here, it did. It made a massive difference. It was about half a second faster.
So more beneficial race 2. Pressure though from Nick at the entire race really.
yeah, it was just trying to keep him behind me. It was trying to find out where he was strong and then just defend where he was strong and just relax a little bit where he wasn't.
We go to Alton Park next week. What can you do around there?
Hopefully try and gain on Fury and Cobb. I'm hoping anyway, because it is a track I like as well.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
So well done to everybody tonight. I'm going to give Cobb my driver of the day as well. 2 great results from him in this one. We're going to be back live Sunday night with the F1 from Mexico. Where Dan Davis will be bringing you that one live. No GT3s this week. They've been pushed back for a week. So we'll be back at Imola for them next week on the Wednesday and the Thursday. Tuesday night next week, though, Alton Park for these touring car boys to get around. Can they bring on the entertainment as they have done all season? We'll be back, me and Jamie, live next Tuesday night. Have a great weekend.
Just before we go, I'd like to wish Mathew, or Matt, best of luck for the weekend from me and everyone at Simplay, and hope you absolutely smash it.
Cheers, buddy. I'll be posting a link in the Discord for where I'll be live. So if everybody can come and give me your support, much appreciated for this weekend. The start of my professional commentary journey. So what an honour it's going to be. But I'll be back next Tuesday with Jamie nonetheless for some absolutely cracking touring car action. From all of us here at Simplay Motorsport, take care, have a great week, and we'll see you Sunday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.